Have you ever noticed men who seem to possess a natural magnetism, an aura of confidence that draws glances and admiration? Perhaps you've wondered what the secret is behind that captivating presence, that disarming communication, and that connection that seems almost effortless. It's easy to look from the outside and think it's something innate, a gift reserved for a select few. But the truth, my friend, is that this ability to become the dream guy, the one who radiates confidence, communicates clearly, and cultivates genuine attraction, is something that can be learned, developed, and mastered. It's not magic, it's psychology. It's the science of human behavior, the art of understanding what resonates deeply in a woman's psyche, and, more importantly, how you can apply these principles to become the best version of yourself and, consequently, a more desired and valued partner. We live in a world where interactions are often superficial, where first impressions can be the only chance. And in this race for attention and affection, many men feel lost, insecure, unsure of where to begin or how to make a difference. They try everything, flaunting material possessions, using cliches, forcing a personality that isn't their own. But deep down, they feel something is missing. Authentic connection isn't built on facades. It blossoms in truth, in calculated vulnerability, and in the ability to demonstrate intrinsic value that goes far beyond the superficial. It's about awakening a fascination that stems from depth, not from posturing. It's about becoming the man she's always been looking for, not by pretending to be someone you're not, but by discovering and revealing who you truly are. This path we're about to embark on together isn't about manipulation or becoming a character. On the contrary, it's about self-knowledge, about uncovering the psychological mechanisms that shape perception and attraction, and about applying that knowledge ethically and genuinely to build more meaningful and unforgettable relationships. It's a journey of inner transformation that's reflected in all your interactions, positioning you not just as a potential partner, but as someone who understands the complexity of human connections and is willing to invest in them with authenticity and purpose. Have you ever wondered what really matters? What makes a man truly attractive to a woman in a way that lasts and deepens over time? The answer lies in a powerful combination of psychological, behavioral, and emotional factors that, when understood and applied, can radically change how you're perceived and, more importantly, how you feel about yourself. The truth is, attraction isn't just about physical appearance or social status. It's about the energy you exude, the way you communicate, your confidence, your ability to handle challenges, and your emotional intelligence. It's about the promise of a future, the security you convey, and the depth of your interactions. Many men cling to limiting beliefs, thinking they're not good enough, that they need to be someone else to be loved. This insecurity becomes an invisible barrier, preventing their true essence from shining through. This video is your invitation to break down these barriers, to understand the science behind desire and admiration, and to begin building the bridge to the authentic connection you seek. Imagine a scenario where communication flows naturally, where trust is a palpable force, and where genuine attraction is cultivated day after day. It's not a distant dream. It's an achievable outcome when you decide to invest in yourself and your personal development. What you're about to discover here is a map, a practical guide for navigating the complex world of relationships, not with cheap tricks, but with a deep understanding of what truly matters. We'll peel back the layers of male and female perception, exploring how small adjustments in your mindset and behavior can have a devastating impact. You'll learn to identify and overcome self-sabotaging patterns you may not even know you have, and cultivate habits that will propel you forward. This is the time to stop asking yourself, why? And start asking yourself, how? How can I become a more confident man? How can I communicate more effectively? How can I build deeper, more meaningful connections? The answers are here, waiting to be uncovered. Prepare to awaken fascination, to become the man she's always been looking for, not through a superficial transformation, but through genuine evolution that begins from the inside out. The goal of this content is to provide you with the tools and perspective you need to stand out, not by being different, but by being more authentic and more aware. It's about understanding that true attraction lies in inner strength, clarity of purpose, and the ability to offer genuine value in a relationship. We'll delve into the complexities of the female and male minds, exploring what truly creates a lasting and admirable connection. If you're ready to let go of insecurities, embrace your potential, and become the man you know you can be, then you're in the right place. This is the starting point for a journey of self-discovery and empowerment that will undoubtedly transform the way you relate and the way you are perceived. The mind, this complex labyrinth of thoughts and emotions, is where the real battle for perception takes place. Many men, seeking to become more attractive, focus on external actions, on what they can display or say to impress. However, the foundation of everything lies in a deeper understanding, the identification and dismantling of limiting beliefs that operate at a subconscious level. These beliefs, often acquired in childhood or through past experiences, act as filters through which we interpret the world and ourselves. If you believe, for example, that you are unlovable or that you constantly need to prove your worth, this belief will shape your interactions, generating insecurity and, paradoxically, pushing away the connection you so desperately desire. Recognizing these internal narratives, questioning them, and ultimately replacing them with more empowering truths is a crucial step. It's not about denying the past, but about rewriting the story you tell yourself about your own potential. One of the central pillars of this rewrite is understanding what constitutes true self-confidence. It's not the arrogance that manifests itself in exaggerated speech or a defensive posture, but rather the serenity that comes from self-knowledge and acceptance. This authentic confidence is expressed in the way you communicate, in your ability to maintain eye contact, in your open and relaxed body posture, and most importantly, in your ability to express your opinions and feelings clearly and respectfully without the need for external validation. Think of an elite athlete before an important competition. They are not only physically prepared, but also mentally focused, aware of their abilities, but also their limitations, approaching the challenge with determined calm. Likewise, a person who radiates genuine confidence demonstrates resilience in the face of obstacles, is not easily shaken by criticism, and learns from their mistakes, seeing them as stepping stones to growth, not as proof of their inadequacy. Furthermore, it's crucial to demystify the idea that effective communication is limited to always having the right answer or being the most eloquent. In fact, the quality of your active listening is often more powerful than the eloquence of your words. Paying genuine attention to what the other person is saying, asking pertinent questions that demonstrate interest and understanding, and responding empathetically creates a powerful bond. This goes beyond simply listening. It's about understanding the other person's perspective, validating their feelings, and demonstrating that you care. Imagine a conversation where you truly connect with what the other person is sharing, where there are exchanges of glances, smiles, and a natural flow of ideas. This depth of communication, this ability to create a safe space for mutual expression, is one of the most attractive psychological factors. Another essential layer to explore is that of strategic vulnerability. In our society, vulnerability is often seen as weakness, something to be hidden at all costs. However, when expressed appropriately and at the right time, it becomes a bridge to intimacy and authentic connection. Sharing an overcome insecurity, a difficult learning experience, or even a genuine passion reveals your humanity and creates common ground. This doesn't mean pouring out all your fears and anxieties at once, but rather showing that you are a real human being with feelings and experiences capable of being open and honest. This openness invites the other person to do the same, establishing a virtuous cycle of trust and reciprocity. It's imperative, therefore, that you begin to observe your own thought and behavior patterns. What beliefs do you repeat to yourself about love, relationships, and yourself? How do you react to setbacks or criticism? What are your emotional triggers? Self-knowledge is the foundation on which all transformation is built. Without this awareness, any attempt to change external perception will be superficial and unsustainable. Take time to reflect on your own experiences, fears, and desires. Ask yourself, what truly moves me? What do I seek in a relationship beyond superficiality? This honest introspection is the first and most powerful step toward becoming the man you aspire to be. One who not only attracts but also captivates and inspires. Finally, how you manage your emotions is an undeniable differentiator. Emotional intelligence isn't about suppressing feelings, but about recognizing, understanding, and directing them constructively. A man who can remain calm under pressure, who handles frustration maturely, and who demonstrates empathy for the emotions of others projects an inner strength that is deeply attractive. This translates into a stability that generates security, a highly valued quality. Instead of reacting impulsively or shutting down emotionally, he seeks to understand the cause of his feelings and the best way to express or manage them, which strengthens not only his relationships, but also his own integrity. What exactly does awakening fascination mean? It's an invitation to go beyond mere superficial attraction and reach a deeper level of enchantment, something that solidifies over time. Imagine the way a skilled artist not only performs a melody, but interprets it with passion, conveying emotions that resonate in the listener's soul. Likewise, a captivating man is one who demonstrates a depth of character, a genuine passion for something, be it a hobby, a project, or even life itself. This passion is contagious. It illuminates a person, creating a glow that naturally attracts. When you talk about something you truly love, your eyes sparkle, your voice takes on a vibrant tone, and this energy spreads, capturing the attention and interest of those around you. It demonstrates that you have a purpose, that your life has meaning beyond the everyday, and this, in itself, is immensely attractive. Furthermore, how you handle adversity reveals a lot about your inner strength and your capacity for growth. Rather than becoming discouraged by challenges, a man who fascinates demonstrates resilience and a proactive attitude. Think of a ship sailing through a storm. The captain's ability to maintain course, adjust the sails, and inspire the crew is what ensures the safety and success of the voyage. Likewise, when you face difficulties calmly with a learning mindset and with the confidence that you can overcome them, you demonstrate a fundamental emotional maturity. This doesn't mean never feeling fear or frustration, but rather the ability to acknowledge these feelings and not allow them to paralyze you. This attitude of problem solving, rather than victimization, is a magnet for admiration and respect. Another crucial layer to sparking fascination is your ability to be a good listener, not just hearing the words, but also capturing the subtext, the underlying emotions. It's like a musician who doesn't just play the notes, but feels the melody, the harmony, the intention behind each sound. When you ask questions that invite reflection, that demonstrate a genuine interest in understanding the other person's perspective, you create a connection that transcends superficial conversation. For example, instead of simply asking, "How was your day?" you could ask, "What was the most interesting thing that happened today?" Or, "Was there a moment that made you smile in particular?" This attention to detail, this quest to understand the essence of the other person's experience, is what differentiates an ordinary interaction from a meaningful connection. Consistency between your words and actions is another pillar that supports attraction. A man who promises and delivers, who demonstrates integrity in all aspects of his life, builds a reputation for reliability. Imagine the solidity of a well-built structure where each piece fits perfectly, ensuring stability and security. Likewise, when your actions reflect your values and your words, you convey an authenticity that is deeply admirable. This means being punctual, honest, loyal, and taking responsibility for your commitments. This consistency creates a sense of security and predictability that is highly valued in any type of relationship. Furthermore, your ability to show kindness and consideration, even in challenging situations, is a reflection of your character. Think of the softness of a breeze caressing your skin on a hot day. It's a simple gesture, but one that brings comfort and well-being. Treating those around you well, being considerate of others, showing empathy even to those you disagree with, all of this reveals inner strength and nobility of spirit. This kindness is not weakness, but rather a demonstration of self-mastery and a deep understanding of the value of human relationships. It's the ability to uplift others, to make them feel seen and valued, that truly captivates. Ultimately, the way you present yourself to the world, from your appearance to your body language, communicates powerful messages about who you are. It's not about following passing trends, but about cultivating a style that reflects your personality and self-confidence. An upright posture, a genuine smile, a firm handshake, all contribute to the image you project. It's like a well-framed painting that enhances the beauty of the work of art. Careful personal presentation enhances your essence. This attention to detail demonstrates that you value yourself and care about how you are perceived, which in turn increases the interest and admiration of those around you. By integrating these elements, passion, resilience, active listening, integrity, kindness, and authentic presentation, you begin to build a magnetism that goes far beyond the surface, captivating in a lasting and meaningful way. To deepen our understanding of how to cultivate this genuine admiration, it's vital to examine the dynamics of nonverbal communication and its subtle yet powerful influence on perception. Beyond posture and eye contact, facial micro-expressions, unconscious gestures, and the way you occupy physical space convey messages about your inner state and confidence. For example, a slight frown when hearing something you disagree with, followed by a deliberate movement to relax your facial muscles, demonstrates self-awareness and emotional control. Similarly, the way you gesture, whether your hands are open and fluid or closed and tense, can indicate receptiveness or defensiveness. Learning to observe and manage these signals in yourself and interpret those of others is a skill that refines interaction, allowing for a more empathetic and understanding connection. It's like a dancer who, with each movement, tells a story. You too can use your body to communicate your confidence and openness, inviting closeness and dialogue. Another fundamental aspect lies in your ability to demonstrate initiative and purpose, not only in major feats, but also in small, everyday actions. The person who plans a special date, who remembers a detail mentioned in a previous conversation, who takes the lead in solving a problem, is projecting an image of someone who is proactive and caring. This goes beyond simply getting things done. It's about demonstrating that you have a vision, that you are capable of taking action to achieve your goals, and that you are willing to invest energy in something you consider important. Think of a ship captain who, anticipating sea conditions, adjusts the route to ensure a smooth voyage. This anticipation and planning are qualities that inspire trust and admiration. This proactivity, when genuine and aligned with your values, signals maturity and a commitment to excellence in your interactions. Additionally, it's crucial to understand the power of empathic listening in creating an environment of psychological safety. It's not just about hearing the words, but about tuning into the emotion behind them, validating the feelings expressed, even if you don't share the same perspective. When someone shares a concern, and you respond with phrases like, "I imagine this must be difficult for you," or "I understand how you feel," you're building a bridge of emotional connection. This validation doesn't mean agreeing with the situation, but rather acknowledging and respecting the other person's emotional experience. It's like offering a friendly shoulder, a safe space where the person feels understood and accepted. This ability to tune into other people's emotions is one of the pillars of deep and lasting relationships, as it demonstrates that you are someone they can count on, someone who offers genuine support. Furthermore, how you handle failure and criticism is a powerful indicator of your strength of character. Instead of viewing a setback as a definitive failure, the person who inspires admiration sees it as a learning opportunity. Think of a scientist who, after countless experiments that failed to deliver the expected results, persists in his research, learning from each failed attempt. This growth mindset, this resilience in the face of adversity, is deeply attractive. It means you are not defined by your mistakes, but rather by your ability to get back up, learn, and move forward with greater wisdom. By demonstrating that you can receive constructive feedback without becoming defensive, and that you are able to admit when you've made a mistake, you project an image of maturity and humility, qualities that build trust and respect. Finally, your ability to demonstrate an authentic and appropriate sense of humor is a vital component to sparking fascination. Humor, when used well, has the power to break the ice, ease tension, and create moments of lightness and connection. It's not about offensive jokes or trying to be funny at all costs, but about having the ability to find the comic side in everyday situations, laugh at yourself, and share moments of joy. Think of a conductor who, with a subtle gesture and a smile, guides the orchestra to a moving crescendo. Humor, likewise, can lead an interaction to a level of lightness and shared pleasure. This ability to bring joy and relaxation to the environment demonstrates social intelligence and a pleasant personality, making your company more desirable and memorable. As we reflect on this journey thus far, we realize that the elements that shape perception and admiration are not isolated points, but rather intertwined threads that weave a tapestry of character and presence. It's as if each insight, each developed skill, were a musical note that, when combined with the others, creates a complex and harmonious symphony. What might once have seemed like an enigma, a set of unattainable qualities, now reveals itself as a path paved with self-awareness and intentional action. The layers of understanding we've unfolded show us that the true essence of what captivates lies not in artifice or imitation, but rather in the authentic manifestation of a stronger, more conscious self, capable of interacting with the world in a deeper and more meaningful way. At this point in our exploration, we can glimpse how the convergence of these diverse facets, from inner clarity to outward expression, begins to form a cohesive pattern, a magnetic force that attracts not only attention, but also respect and genuine desire. The way we navigate our interactions, the way we present ourselves, and the depth with which we connect with others are not isolated events, but rather the result of a continuous construction, a honing of skills that, when integrated, create an unmistakable presence. What once seemed scattered now focuses, like rays of sunlight converging on a focal point, intensifying its energy and impact. As we approach completion, it becomes increasingly clear that the path to becoming that admired man is not a magic formula, but a deliberate evolution. It is the understanding that each piece of the puzzle, resilience in the face of challenges, openness to listen and understand, integrity that guides actions, passion that illuminates life, and kindness that connects hearts, contributes to a complete, and powerful picture. This synthesis of qualities is not an end in itself, but the prelude to a new way of being and relating, where authenticity becomes the universal language of attraction and lasting respect. The journey has prepared us to embrace the fullness of our potential, inviting a final perspective that solidifies this understanding and propels us to the next level of our own transformation. We've reached a point where the journey of unraveling what makes a man truly captivating reveals itself not as a series of tricks or facades, but as the essence of an inner transformation that radiates outward. What once seemed an unattainable mystery now unfolds as an invitation to authenticity, a call to cultivate the qualities that intrinsically resonate with human depth. It's not about becoming someone you're not, but about discovering and nurturing the potential that already resides within you, allowing it to shine with clarity and strength, genuine confidence, communication that touches the soul, resilience that inspires, and passion that illuminates. All these elements are not achieved through artifice, but rather cultivated through deep self-knowledge and a daily practice of living according to your highest values. True alchemy happens when you allow yourself to be vulnerable, when you embrace your learnings, even those that come from setbacks and disappointments. It is in accepting your own humanity, with its imperfections and virtues, that the most magnetic force resides. The ability to connect with others on an emotional level, to listen with empathy, and to respond with genuine understanding is what builds indestructible bridges. Remember, admiration is not a fleeting achievement based on appearances, but a profound recognition of the integrity, strength of character, and kindness you emanate. It is the consistency between who you are and how you present yourself to the world that solidifies this perception, transforming fleeting interactions into meaningful and lasting connections. The fascination you seek is not a destination, but an ongoing process of self-discovery and growth. Each day is a new opportunity to refine your communication, strengthen your resilience, and express the passion that drives you. It's not about perfection, but about progress. Not about being flawless, but about being genuine in your efforts. By internalizing these principles, you not only become more attractive in the eyes of those around you, but more importantly, you become a more complete, fulfilled, and self-assured man. The journey is yours, and the reward is the ability to build authentic and meaningful relationships where mutual respect and admiration naturally flourish. The true practice begins now. It's in your daily life, in the small interactions, in the choices you make, that your transformation takes shape. Continue to cultivate curiosity about yourself and the world, to seek learning from each experience, and to express your truth with courage and kindness. The strength you seek is already within you, waiting to be unleashed. Embrace this journey with the confidence that each step brings you closer to the most inspiring version of yourself. A man who not only captivates, but also uplifts and enriches the lives of those privileged to share the journey with him. May your presence always be a reflection of the depth and strength you have discovered within yourself.